Welcome to Nextstar TV, a free resource that uses video tutorials to explain IT topics. My name is Emily, and today's video is Microsoft Word 2010 User Guide Lesson 23, Citations. In this video, I'll be covering how to use citations and add sources in Word. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about citations, and citations is just a way that you acknowledge the work of other authors in your document. And here is an example of what a citation might look like in your document. Now, citations are often used by students, researchers, and scholars, anyone that needs to cite sources in their documents. So creating citations can be a little cumbersome, but luckily Word takes a lot of the work out of it for you. So the first thing to add citations to your document is you need to understand citation styles. And there are various citation styles, and what citation styles are is a set of rules for formatting your various types of sources in your document. And some well-known formats include MLA and APA. Okay, so adding citations. The first step, like we just mentioned, is picking your citation style. So to do that, you're going to come up to References, come over to this style, click the drop-down arrow, and here's a list of frequently used citation styles. Your APA, Chicago, MLA, and you'll just select whichever citation style you want to use. For this lesson, I'm going to pick APA. Next, we're going to enter our sources. Now you can do this two ways. You can enter your sources all at once, or you can enter them as you go along. So to enter a source, you're going to go to your Reference tab, come over to Citations and Bibliography, and then you're going to click Manage Sources. A dialog box will pop up, and you're going to click New. And here you select what type of source it is. So it could be a book, a journal article, a report. So we'll just click Journal Article, and you'll see that the fields change depending on what type of source you pick. So then you'll enter your author. Now you can enter your author last name, comma, first name, or you can do first name and last name. And depending on the comma, Word will pick up on the organization. Or you can just simply click the Edit button, and this will give you fields to enter your last, first, and middle name specifically. And then you can just click Add, and this will allow you to enter multiple authors as well. And then you just click OK, and it'll update your author field. Now, if your author is an organization, you would click Corporate Author, and then you can just fill in your other fields, and then you'll just click OK, and this will add your source to both your master list and your current list. Now, your current list of sources are sources that are being used specifically in this document. Your master list is a list of all sources that you've ever created. And by default, any source that you're entering will automatically be entered into your master list. And this is convenient because if you're working in a new document, you're able to easily retrieve sources from previous documents without the pain of having to re-enter them. And then you can just repeat this as needed. So you can just click New again and enter a new source and keep doing that until you've entered all your sources. Now, editing sources isn't very common because often book names and authors don't change, but in case you misentered information or if it's an online source, you can edit your sources by going to the Reference tab, clicking Manage Sources, and then what you'll do is you will highlight the source that you want to make changes to, click Edit, and then you can change any of the fields that you need to update. So if you got their year wrong, you can change it and just click OK. And then it'll ask you if you would like to make your changes in both your master list and current document. And we're going to click OK. It's also equally as easy to delete sources. So you can just highlight a source and click the Delete button. And you can delete it from the master list as well. Now you can also transfer sources. So this you would use if you have a source on your master list that you would like to add to your current list, or vice versa. And this is very easy. All you do is select the source that you'd like to transfer to the other list, click Copy, and you see it's easily moved over. Now the next thing I want to talk about is inline references. And an inline reference is citing a source in your document by using parentheses and text. So this would be like your Jones, 2011. So now to add an inline reference to your document, all you need to do is put your cursor where you'd like to add your inline reference, come up to References, click Insert Citation, and you can choose from your list of citations that you'd like to add. and you see it'll automatically be generated for you. So the next feature I'm going to show you is how you would create your source and inline reference at the same time. So you'll put your cursor where you want your inline reference to go. You'll come up to Insert Citation, click Add New Source, and here you'll just choose what type of source it is, and you'll enter all your source information like you have before. And you'll just click OK, and you'll see that your inline reference has been added. And if you come up to Manage Sources, your source has been added to your master list and current list as well. Now the last thing I want to show you is how to add placeholders. So say you're working in your document and you know you need to add a source, but you don't have the source handy. You can add a placeholder to remind you to go back later and add your source in. So you'll place your cursor where you'd like your placeholder to be. You'll come up to Insert Citation, come down to Add New Placeholder, and you just add some text that will remind you what source needs to be added later. And you just click OK, and it adds a placeholder. And then once you're ready to edit your placeholder with your source information, you'll come up to Manage Sources, and you'll notice that any placeholder will have a question mark. So then you'll just click Edit, and you can add your information, and once you've filled it out and click OK, it'll turn into a normal source. Thank you for joining Nextara TV for Microsoft Word 2010 User Guide Lesson 23, Citations. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to visit www.nextara.tv for other tutorials, or subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/Nextara.